This is Vaga-Bard GTF reading Man, the Dwelling Place of God by A.W.Tozer. Deep inside every man there is a private sanctum where dwells the mysterious essence of his being. This far-in reality is that in the man, which is what it is of itself without reference to any other part of the man's complex nature. It is the man's I am, a gift from the I am who created him. The I am, which is God, is underived and self-existent. The I am, which is man, is derived from God and dependent every moment upon his creative fiat for its continued existence. One is the Creator, high over all, ancient of days, dwelling in light unapproachable. The other is a creature, and though privileged beyond all others, is still but a creature, a pensioner on God's bounty, and suppliant before his throne. The deep human entity of which we speak is called in the Scriptures the spirit of man. For what man knoweth the things of man, save the spirit of man which is in him? Even so, the things of God knoweth no man, but the Spirit of God. As God's self-knowledge lies in the eternal Spirit, so man's self-knowledge is by his own Spirit, and his knowledge of God is by direct impression of the Spirit of God upon the spirit of man. The importance of all this cannot be overestimated as we think and study and pray. It reveals the essential spirituality of mankind. It denies that man is a creature having a spirit and declares that he is a spirit having a body. That which makes him a human being is not his body, but his spirit, in which the image of God originally lays. One of the most liberating declarations in the New Testament is this: the true worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. John 4:23-24. Here, the nature of worship is shown to be wholly spiritual. Wholly spiritual. True religion is removed from diet and days, from garments and ceremonies, and placed where it belongs, in the union of the spirit of the man with the Spirit of God. I and my Father are one. From man's standpoint, the most tragic loss suffered in the fall was the vacating of his inner sanctum by the Spirit of God. At the far in hidden center of man's being is a bush fitted to be the dwelling place of the triune God. There, God planned to rest and glow with moral and spiritual fire. Man, by his sin, forfeited this indescribably wonderful privilege and must now dwell there alone. For so intimately private is the place that no creature can intrude. No one can enter but Christ, and he will enter only by invitation of faith. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him, and I will sup with him, and he with me. Revelations 3:20. By the mysterious operation of the Spirit in the new birth, that which is called by Peter the divine nature, enters the deep end core of the believer's heart and establishes residence there. If any man have not the Spirit of Christ, he is none of his. For the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. Romans 8:9-16. Such a one is a true Christian. and only such. Baptism, confirmation, the receiving of sacraments, church membership, these mean nothing unless the supreme act of God in regeneration also takes place. Religious externals may have meaning for the God-inhabited soul. For any others, they are only useless, but may actually become snares, deceiving them into a false and perilous sense of security. Keep thy heart with all diligence is more than a wise saying. It is a solemn charge laid upon us by the one who cares most about us. To it we should give the most careful heed, lest at any time we should slip. And that was Man, the Dwelling Place of God by A.W.Tozer.